reference the map or whatever,
Yeah.
just so well, you can do it while I'm driving. I can't do it while I'm driving. It'll be but like stuff we've, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Baby doo boo bee boo. Wee.
I am good.
Okay. All right. So we've been talking about the current state of DayZ and for console. I mean, right now we're playing on PC. 105, and then 105 is also the same on Xbox and PlayStation. But we've been getting really excited about Livonia recently, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's going to be a new map for DayZ. It's currently out for Arma 3 Contact expansion, and I've been doing videos on that on my channel, Jade Monkey, and then I think RazorTube needs to publish his. But so either when his video comes out, he'll either have it or he will have it soon. So either way, check out a playlist. But we're talking about Livonia, some of the things coming up, but more specifically, like what to expect as far as timing. Like when is it? And okay, so there's a few things out there, right? We've got the map. Somebody was nice enough again at one of the trade shows that just recently happened. They were playing it. So if you switch over, I think it was on their DayZ Twitter, right? Let me
Yeah.
switch to my Twitter. Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, depending on when you're watching this, till the end of October, it's 30% off for everybody, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So if you're thinking about it, I mean, that's a good time. Not that we're paid for any of this, we're not.
Yeah.
I just, if I know some people are like, hey, is it worth it? I was like, well, or some people are waiting for the discount. Anyway, so if it's happening when you're watching this, check it out. But anyways, if you scroll down, they had a trade show and they had people playing through Livonia. So not only do we confirm the Arma 3 map is very similar to the Livonia map, but
Oh, is it the EJX 2019? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This is the trade
Um,
show.
so okay, to kind of rewind a little bit, because stuff that we've learned ourselves, and then some of the things that other YouTubers have been nice enough to show. But we do have that map, by the way. So typically, when things get updated here in DayZ, if you've been around long enough, they usually go DayZ in the PC experimental branch, and when that stabilizes, it goes DayZ PC live branch. Then those versions get submitted for PlayStation and Xbox. Then when those are done, they get submitted for certification for both of them, and both of them have to pass certification because they both share the same version and the same database. So like with that process, it takes time,
Oh
right,
yeah.
to get it to experimental, but also that's the first time we get to see it as players.
Yeah.
And oftentimes that's when we go over to the PC because we do play on console primarily. Like that's where we live. But when it comes out on experimental, we'll try it out to show you guys what's coming. Like we want to know. But here's the kicker, right? So this is supposed to come out November 13th. That's I guess Xbox kind of like tipped their hat to it to be like, not only is it November, it's November 13th. As
Mhm.
far as we can tell, that is still the case for Livonia. But here's the thing, right? It's almost November. So if you take into consideration the entire length of that process from experimental settling in to live, then
Oh
from
yeah.
live to the consoles. So my question is, where is it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's coming out. And watch, we make this video and it comes out like this week or something, but it's so late in the game. In order to make the 13th, is what I'm saying, it should already be out in experimental. So
Yep.
I think this might drop at the same time for everybody, which
For
would be kind of
every
awesome,
platform.
right?
Yeah. We're doing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the prediction, right? Like they're gonna withhold it and drop it all at the same time, and be like, oh hey, we got Livonia coming out, and it's out for everything at the same time because maybe now that they're doing like console, they're like, well, why don't we just release this map all at the same time so they can all play, you know what I mean? All in unison. That way they're just kind of making adjustments to the game on each platform as they go along, you know?
I'm excited for that to get the experience at the same time, but at the same token, knowing, and I'm not trying to bust their balls here, but knowing that they kind of need that time to like settle things in. And already, I mean, we're playing on DayZ 105 now on Xbox and PlayStation, and right now PlayStation is having crashing issues. Like we still have things that need to be fixed, and that was with the standard like development cycle. I just hope that if they do it all at once, I hope it's especially for PlayStation because you guys had that blue screen thing going on.
Oh yeah, blue screen
I
of death.
hope it's yeah, it's well like we get the crashing. Ours manifests. It's the same thing, but ours crashes to the dashboard. Their crashes end up with like a blue screen and a message, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing. I either way, what I'm saying is I hope we get a stable version because we're dealing with so much BS, right? It's
Mhm.
getting better, but like I'm just hoping that it levels out more for us, right? But I'm super excited for the map. But the speculation is not only is it the November 13th, but I strongly suspect we're going to get it all at once. Either way, if if it drops all at once, we're still going to be playing it. Like RazorTube and myself, Jade Monkey, we're going to be playing the crap out of it and streaming it. But if by some chance our prediction's off and it does release to experimental, we'll be all over that too, showing everybody. I mean, already we're oh, there it was. It was almost that was almost pukies. We're already going through and showing off Livonia and Arma 3, the contact expansion, to show off whatever we can. And you have your map?
Yeah.
And we were able to verify that this map does match the Arma 3 contact map.
Mhm.
So we're able to like go through and give people general ideas of like where to start, how it's structured,
Yeah,
and we
it's
can talk about that while we're driving too. But yeah, it's we're excited about it, and I wonder when this is coming in for us, right? Like, what I don't
yeah.
know. What do you
I
think?
mean,
Do you think it's gonna be all at once?
it's iffy though, right? So they're putting the verification process with Microsoft and Sony obviously are probably almost identical when they're pushing a game through. And then they have the PC version, right? Like we're going to pump this out. Usually the order of things is going to be PC version comes out and then we get the consoles later on down the road, right? Because they're going to optimize it and they're going to, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
make
because it's
everything.
different. It's the
Yeah.
same, but it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different platforms, so they got to make adjustments for that platform or whatever. So like if they're saying it comes out November 13th, either they're going to do within
2 weeks?
yeah, within the next week they're going to release the PC version and then then a week after that is the console versions.
Wait, what's today though? Because this video might be later. Today is what? The 29th?
29th, yeah.
29th of October.
So you could November is next week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My guesstimation is I would like to say that they would do it separate like usual just so they can kind of get the bugs out and then trickle it down. But they might actually get ballsy with this one and release them all at the same time. And if
I
they,
hope they do.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, because that way it might be smarter only because that way you're not dealing with separate complaints at the same time or separate bugs. You're
Yeah.
dealing with all the same issues at the same time. So it's like, all right, Xbox team, you take care of this. PS4, you take care of this. My PC guys, you take care of this. Boom. Then they go through the ringer and they accomplish what they got to accomplish. And then they're like, all right, every platform has an update. There you go. There's
Yeah, it's
another.
interesting to see. Like, the more this ticks down to November,
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's like, oh my, sorry, unless there's a date change and it's
Yeah.
not the 13th,
Yeah.
either way, if you stay tuned to RazorTube's channel or mine, Jade Monkey, we're gonna if it comes out early and experimental or there's a date change, we'll let you guys know and we'll try to show you what we do know about the map. We're already showing you now in Arma 3, the contact map, Livonia. It's actually called Livonia in there. But as soon as we have more context in DayZ, we're going to be showing you guys that too, to be like, hey, here are the bears. Here's what's changed with this. Here are the new weapons. Here's where you spawn. But yeah, it's definitely going to be yeah, we're watching. Like the next week, I think we're gonna know for sure if it's coming or not. I haven't seen anything from. I haven't seen. no indication on the PC side yet. It's just it's wacky. Is that a? Oh my goodness, there's cows over here.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot I have a roadkill counter now. So yeah, there's like there's a few things that are coming into Livonia now. And actually, we should already say I kind of list off some of the things that we've discovered and some of the things that other YouTubers have been nice enough to show us at the what is it called? The conference, the EGX.
yeah.
And I just joked out on what I was saying just so I didn't hit anything. I was like, why did I go after the cows? I'm so used to just hitting the cows.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Oh, I know a lot of people are saying, and I get this because like we play on PlayStation and Xbox. A lot of people are like, hey, the PlayStation and the Xbox are dealing with crazy bugs right now. I mean, you can play the game, and let's be honest, the game is still fun, but there's still like some issues and stuff that we're
Oh,
dealing with.
yeah. That's like any
And so,
game, though.
yeah, but I've heard a lot of people say, and I get this and I understand this. I empathize with this. They're like, hey, I don't want to spend any more money on the game until the game is fixed. I'm like, all right. So
Right.
like, we don't get paid by them or anything. Like, we're not associated with them. We just play the game. But if you're on the fence and you want to know what it's like to either play on the map or the state of the map on console, I mean, tune in to either one of us and we'll show you and we'll be like, hey, it's in a good state right now, or hey, it's kind of in limbo. So if you want to do it, expect this. Or if it's crappy when it releases, you'll see it. We'll be playing it and you'll be like, yeah, this is unusable. But I have a feeling there'll be some bugs, but I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to playing the map.
Yeah.
Like Razor and I said before, I think what we're going to end up doing is obviously we're getting the map and we're going to be playing it, but we're going to be building our main base there, bases, and then we're just going to transfer to other servers to do raiding and stuff,
Yeah,
like
it,
Chernarus.
yeah, and I mean, to kind of piggyback off of Jade, it's gonna be every game has its issues, guys. I get it. You know, you don't want to, and like Jade's saying, they don't pay us to, advertise them or their content or anything. Uh, we just like DayZ because we've been playing it since it released on PC how many years ago?
We
Uh,
played it as a mod when it was on Arma
and our
first,
on
before it was
Arma, yeah.
standalone.
So it's like, you know, if you guys really want to know the experience of Livonia and whether or not there's going to be bugs that affect, you know, the normal gameplay, we're going to be the first ones to pump it out to you. We're going to be the first ones to tell you. And, you can just watch our streams or our videos and you're going to see the quality of the game and the content that's coming out. Like, is it good? Is it stable? Is it going to be um, playable? Am I going to want to play it?
Is it crashing on PlayStation or Xbox?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
What are the issues for us on vanilla?
yeah, and those are honestly too, if you join the Discord, those are issues too that our community literally puts out there for us and asks us about, or they'll give us the answers to them. Like, it's just going to be hard because with all the glitches and bugs and stuff in DayZ, although it's a fun game, the real reason why people are getting mad is because some of these issues affect your loot, your time.
Oh yeah.
You you
Oh
know,
yeah.
and those are things when you're playing a survival game that are you have to have a optimal fix for something. Because if I'm losing hours worth of loot because my car just glitches, then it just doesn't render the right way as I'm driving it. I need that fixed, right?
Yeah. And that's been a problem for a while.
Mhm.
I mean, both OG Xbox and OG PlayStation have been dealing with that for a long time. Like, it's literally, it's almost impossible to drive those cars sometimes in cities
Yeah.
right now in DayZ 105. So I get that. Like, we deal with the pain of cars, but like, it definitely needs some work
Yeah,
on the console side of
it's an
things.
issue right now, and obviously, we all have our other issues with the game, but I mean, once Livonia comes out, Jade and I will be streaming it relentlessly,
Yeah, oh
and
yeah.
um, let's face it, we'll see how the devs do with the DLC. Like It's going to be hit or miss. And I have to give these guys credit where credit's due. As being a developer, they are now juggling 3 platforms. They
Yeah,
are
true.
updating the game consistently, and if it's one update, something's wrong. The next update's that problem's fixed, and another problem arises. That all comes with the effort, and it all comes with a game that you're trying to make for a big audience of people. And let's face it, a lot of people play DayZ. A lot of people are getting mad, pissed off, and I get it, you know. But
Was
with
that a pig?
yep, with oh yep,
Oh, that's good as shit on me.
and with that being said, every game has its issues. So if you're just patient with these developers, I think they're gonna bring the best product that they can to each DayZ player. They're gonna try to make the game as good as it possibly can be without, you know, maliciously or being negligent to what their fan base is saying. Like
Yeah, I think they
they're not gonna
they
do that.
really want to make it happen. Yeah, like, and it's again to build off what you're saying. Yeah, the game's got issues, but even with the issues and some of the growing pains with platforms, like you're saying, they're supporting in a lot of cases 2 new platforms that they haven't had to support before, PlayStation and Xbox, right? But even with the games and its shortcomings and glitches, the game is still a lot of fun to play. So that says a lot about the game itself.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. They're taking on a very big barrage of people. You know.
Well, look at other studios. Oftentimes, they'll develop the game, but they'll farm it out to a third party that knows the platform,
Yeah.
just like Arc did. I mean, maybe that's a bad example because that's left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But they'll develop it and then they push it to a studio that specializes in that because there's growing pains to that kind of stuff. But I mean, it makes sense. We'll let you know. I mean, yeah, we'll be playing it. We'll
Yeah.
let
Well.
you know if it's worth it at the time because when they
Yeah.
shoot it for
I,
crashes, you'll see it.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Even before you buy it, come to our channels, and literally, we're gonna let you know if it's good enough. Literally, we will literally tell you yes or no.
Yeah, because
Um.
we're not being paid. We'll let you know if it's playable in its current state.
Yeah.
I mean, we're excited to get it, but like we'll let you know, like, hey, maybe wait a patch or. But I mean, if you're interested in hooking up with our DayZ community, we do have a Discord. It should be in the description below. I think it's on the bottom of your overlay, Razor.
Yep.
It's in my description below. If you want to join our DayZ community, you can do that there, and then there's a DayZ chat there, and that's for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. It's right there, hashtag DayZ inside of the Discord. If you're interested in playing with us, I always try to cover this. There's a pinned message in the DayZ chat, and it says rules for playing with us. Anybody that we play with on stream has to be verified. This is the process to do that. You have to know these rules here, and then somebody in our DayZ chat will say when they're doing verifications in game, they'll let you know when and where to meet up in game, and they will test you on these rules, and they will play with you for a while. Also, we do have an Xbox community server that's open to anybody. Just search Boyfriend Squad, BOI, and North American servers. And we do have the global chat for that in the Discord. It's US DayZ Xbox server. And don't worry, PlayStation 4, we have not forgotten about you guys. We're trying to get that one set up, so should be shortly there. And I do post daily DayZ content on my YouTube channel. I think Razor, I think you do too, or pretty close to it.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Daily.
Yeah. I've just been pretty busy the last few weeks with school and whatnot, so I'll probably be posting a lot more in the coming weeks. It's just been a kind of a busy time right now for me, but typically I like to post daily. That's the goal for at least all the subs out there. And speaking of which, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop some subs, follows, and likes for myself and Jade Monkey. Check out him and BioLaser from the Boyfriend Squad in the description below on my channel, either on stream or in video form. You can find their links there. And also, if you guys are returning subs and followers, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. If you guys want to further that support by typing in the Billy link in the upper right hand corner and donate to the channel. Much appreciated. It's obviously not required at all, but it definitely helps the streaming process come to life because all those donations go to all the equipment that I use and for uh, just, making the channel bigger. So